Happy Tuesday, you guys. Happy storytelling. Carrie Severson here, your friendly storyteller trainer. I'm on my way to do a little walk to sort of get some fresh air moving through my body, but I felt called to jump on here and give you guys some love nuggets and some tips. First, I wanted you to see my patio. So if you've been here for a while, you know that I love doing lives from my patio because it's my abundance corner. I had it feng shuied. Unfortunately, my grapefruit tree died. And so it's super duper spacious now. I actually really like it. Isn't it cool? So for those of you who don't know anything about feng shui, in your upper left-hand corner of your home is your abundance corner. Water is really good for it. Wind chimes are really good for it. And then butterflies is a sign of transformation. The color red and purple are really good for it. And you guys, look at this. I have my very first pink rose. It's not doing very well, but I thought it was cute. Okay, so today I felt called to share with you a couple of tips around how to get over the fear of having your story out there, and then give you 2 writing exercises. So if you're here, say hello. Thank you very much for joining me. And for all you replayers, if you have any questions, please post them in the comments and I'll come back and check in. Hang on, there's a bunch of airplanes flying over me right now. So the fear of having your story out there is super real, right? It's why I call it writer's doubt. It's not necessarily block, but it keeps us stuck a lot of times in this wheelhouse of, who am I to share this story? Why would anyone want to read this story? This isn't any good. Or it's in the technical component of what we're writing in terms of, well, I don't know if my writing's any good, or, you know, my punctuation is sort of bad, my grammar's bad. As writers, we have all this stuff that happens in our head. So first and foremost, I want to offer you 2 writing assignments to help you sort of kick off your 2017 storytelling journey. Number 1 is, I want you to journal this question out. Are you really afraid of being seen, or are you afraid of having the story seen? There's 2 different components. Most of the time as writers, it's our story, because our story tends to involve other people, family members, friends, exes. And so we take on a lot of like pre-guilt or something. We're so concerned about, what are they going to say? What are they going to think of if they see this, if they read this? And so we actually cut ourselves off at the knees here, not even allowing ourselves to move forward on this journey because we're so concerned of what people are going to think of our story. But here's the thing, you guys, it's ours. It's not theirs, it's ours. And if we're telling it in a loving, compassionate way, we're telling it from first person perspective. It's us. We're not putting blame on anybody. We're taking ownership of it. We're sharing our lessons from it. And so your very first journaling assignment of 2017 is, are you afraid of being seen, or are you afraid of having your story seen? So if you personally are afraid of being seen, that's a visibility thing. That's that could be some self-confidence. You might want to join some of these challenges that are happening right now in these groups, these visibility challenges, these brand challenges, put yourself out there in value posts and things like that. But if you're in this group, I'm going to bet to guess that you're afraid of having your story read, which is sort of my space. I love that. Okay, second journaling question of 2017 to help you move through this block. Journal this question out, please. What is it about the story that jolts you? What is it about that story that still freaks you out? chances are that's the element that you haven't healed yet. It could be judgment from other people. It could be, I'm hearing the word responsibility for some people, like it's a story that you really want to share, but you're not ready to take ownership of it yet. Those are pieces that, unless we address and we heal and we embrace, regardless of what story you want to share throughout the year, that will keep you stuck. So I highly recommend those 2 journaling questions for you this today, to kind of move you out of that space and keep you moving forward. So let me know how that resonates. I can see people are on, but I can't, I don't know who you are, or if you have questions, or even if you can hear me. So I'm hoping this works. All right, so moving into the technical components, I have 2 suggestions for you. One is, if you're worried about having your story read because of the writing, the technical side of writing, like punctuation, or you're not sure if your writing is any good, go over to the description in the Soulful Storyteller, and you'll see one of the free things I have over there is 7 free tips to improve your writing. If you haven't already downloaded that, go download it. Just having those free, like go-to as a guide, keep that handy. Print it out, tape it to your office wall as you start to write, and just go through them. They're really quick, but I find them to be sort of the mindset hacks when we get stuck in that question of, is this any good? If you're deliberate in your creation, if you're using vivid language, moving in action, you're teaching the reader, chances are it's good. So 7 free tips to improve your writing. Go over and download it. It's also at CarrieSeversonWritingTips.com. If you haven't already done that, please do. The second suggestion, and the last suggestion I have for you on how to kind of break through that hack or that block of moving through the fear of being seen, is to speak up in this group. Writing support groups are incredibly nurturing. They're very safe. You're supported here. You've got friends looking to get to know you, to learn from you, to connect with you. So start networking. Use this group as your support group. Ask questions, put yourself out there, share some things. I'm seeing more opportunities for you in here, which I'm absolutely loving. And remember that the Ditch the Writer's Doubt group program starts January 18th with our group programs. We're doing some one-on-one stuff up front. I have 4 spots available. It's $2.99, and it's for women who are searching for direction, focus, motivation, clarity, confidence in stories. And so if that's something you're really ready for, message me and we'll get on the phone and talk about it. But definitely use this group to your advantage as you move through that block of having your, getting past the fear of having your story seen. All right, you guys, I hope those journaling questions help you move through something. If you haven't already downloaded the 7 free tips, go do that and get going, start writing. Happy New Year, happy storytelling.